The rather controversial match on the show was Ronda Rousey and Shotzi. Ronda Rousey retains in 7 minutes and 15 seconds, but there was a little bit of a backlash in more recent days, and it all started with a campaign to fire Ronda Rousey. There is a podcaster out there, JD from New York, who believes that Ronda Rousey is cancer for the SmackDown division. Doesn't think she's a good wrestler. Doesn't think she adds anything to the WWE. I think she's a real big star, and I think anytime you can get a real big star like that, it's worth a look. And I happen to maybe disagree. I understand that maybe she's not as good of an in-ring performer as some of the folks who've been wrestling their whole lives, but boy, she brings a lot of attention, I think, to WWE. Where do you land on Ronda Rousey?
I think Ronda's fabulous. And who doesn't like her again?
Well, there's an online contingent who really don't enjoy her in-ring work, and so it was actually trending for a while. It was top 10, I think, on Monday to fire
Wow.
Ronda Rousey, and I didn't follow that line of thinking. I definitely think that she adds something to the overall presentation and an air of believability to the mainstream and whatnot. And it's anytime you get that level of a star on your program on a regular basis, it's got to be a net positive.
Oh, I have to agree. I like Ronda personally. I think, you know, sometimes these people need to look at who she's wrestling against. You know what I mean? You're not going to get the same match out of Ronda every time. You know,
Well, you know,
the opponent's got to be able to carry their weight too.
well, and maybe some for her. I mean, you're maybe the world's best at that. I mean, back in the day, people would say that Ric Flair could have a 5-star match with a broom. And along the way, you made some really talented performers like Sting and Lex Luger, and not taking away anything away from those guys, but they were young in their career, and you sort of brought them along.
Mhm.
Ronda's had really good matches with folks like Charlotte, and maybe that's just where we need to be. She's got to be with somebody who's been around a lot longer than her, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it goes hand in hand. But getting back to your point, she brings a lot of notoriety.
Yes.
She's, arguably, and I actually pay a lot of attention to it now because I've become close friends with Juliana Pena. But she's the biggest box office female star that they've ever had at UFC.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And I'm including the Nunez girl and they're trying to get a trilogy set up with her and um, Juliana, but she's kind of ducking Juliana right now. So, I mean, Ronda was just the biggest star. I mean, I couldn't wait to watch her. Like, very similar to me, couldn't wait to see Brock. You know what I mean?
Totally agree.
Yeah. So I don't think she's ever going to stop being a star. She's an attraction. She's Ronda by Guy Rousey, and once again, these people online. Who are they?
Next up, we had